We have the Weed Dremeler 1000. As you can see, a handle for easy grip technology, some cable management, quick shut off, simply unplug it, some more cable management with this tape here, and here is the business end of things. This is a cheap Dremel, believe it or not. I got it at Canadian Tire for $15. And it has a benefit over traditional weed whackers, that is variable speed technology. Up to 6 it goes to, whatever that means. The power is on the other side. Just flip that switch, and I'm gonna get this all plugged in and hooked up, and we'll see how it works. Okay, I've got this plugged in, just time to turn it on. This switch right here. That looks nice and dangerous. Let's crank it up a bit. Whoa. I don't know if you can hear me. This might be the most dangerous thing I've ever made. Okay, let's go to a particularly weedy area of the yard. See how it performs. Wow. To quote Anakin Skywalker, oh no, it's not working. What? Oh, the weed whacker twine broke. I guess it's not meant to bend at a 90-degree angle like that. I must come up with another plan. This is a section of a USB cable. It is one of the strongest things you can possibly get in this gauge because it's got some stranded braided copper and several layers of insulation, so the copper should hopefully prevent it from stretching, and this stuff is known for being as flexible as it wants. So I'll get this hooked up and we'll see what happens. I couldn't get the cable fed all the way through, so it's not as much contact as I was like, but it's so thick that I think once we screw this bit on, it should be okay. I am currently holding it up simply by that cable. Seems to be a good connection. This is second attempt. I got the USB cable attached to something it probably never thought it would be plugged into. Let's turn it on. One of the problems with this is it's a lot heavier, so it's going to take a lot more torque to spin it. It might burn the motor out. But if I think it's being a bit sluggish, we can always trim some of the cable off and we'll just get a shorter reach, but it should work. Here we go. Whoa, that is vibrating. Increase the speed a bit. Whoa. Okay, let's see. It's totally working. Kind of. Better than you. Oh no. Wow. Do you see that? The cable actually tore. That's amazing. I need something stronger. I'm not sure what this rubber attachment is for. Some kind of buffing or something, but I have taken a thinner gauge weed whacker twine, coiled it around the inner pole that is screwed in place, and this rubber is keeping it nice and tight, and the centripetal force should keep these two strands trying to escape the center, and it'll keep it tight and everything, and that should be good. I'm going to try this. There's two problems with this design. First of all, it's off balance. You can see both cables coming out there off the side, not the center. That might cause this thing to shake violently. And also, it's a pain in the butt to replace this twine. And this is thinner gauge, so it could break. But I've come this far. Let's see what happens. Oh wow, that sounds like a real weed whacker. And now that I think about it, the cables are coming out not being bent at 90 degrees, so this could be really good. Crank her up. Go here. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. I just heard something. They're still both there. Kind of. This is amazing. I think this might be a success. I actually got some of the weeds cut, although as you can see the twine just kind of flew off. Not surprising. I think one was slightly longer than the other, and as it spun, the weight went that way and slowly fed it through one direction, and it just kind of shot off and hit something. Yeah, that didn't work. This may look the same, but I have attached the twine to the top side of the rubber cylinder, and I've even tied it in a knot. So now when the centripetal force tries to pull it one way or the other, it's just going to make the knot tighter. And I've also put more care into making sure these two strands are exactly the same length. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Make sure it's turned down all the way. Nice. That's what dangerous sounds like. Oh my goodness. Aww. What happened? Oh, it broke. From both sides at once? How? What? It is up against that sharp piece of metal. I guess another plan. This has to work. I have cut this rubber cylinder in half and positioned the twine in between it. So now it's not contacting any sharp edges, and it's only held in place by rubber. It's still tied in a knot, so it should be perfect. I can see no failure, except the twine actually breaking, because that happens sometimes. Yeah. Turn it down. Oh, that sounds nice. Let's try a 3. Let's cut some of these here. Pretty good so far. This is about what a weed whacker sounds like. Wow. You know what, guys? I think I just created a weed whacker. The Weed Dremeler 1000, patent pending. Yep, I've got to say, I just finished the entire yard with this thing, and not only did the twine not break, the motor did not burn out, and I've used about 5 different weed whackers in my life. This is the best. This is the best weed whacker I have ever used, and I am not kidding. So, yeah, I'll put some pictures up of some trees I did in the front. It worked admirably. Thanks for watching.